Coming up tonight on the news at 5, the first healthcare workers in Great Falls and Helena received the COVID-19 vaccine. Plus,
I have never seen a season with the kind of volume that we're experiencing right now.
Don't delay, ship today to ensure those holiday packages make it to loved ones in time for Christmas.
From Montana's news leader, this is MTN News at 5.
Good afternoon and welcome to the News at 5. I'm Jessica Nelson. Thank you for joining us. Today was the day the first COVID-19 vaccines in the Electric City were administered at the Great Falls Clinic. MTN's Matt Hozoffel was there for the special moment.
Some of the very first COVID-19 vaccines have been administered to some Great Falls Clinic employees. In the words of one nurse who got one, it felt like almost nothing.
Tell me when you're going to do it.
So how did it feel compared to a normal flu shot?
Not much different. I don't think I felt anything actually.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, pretty easy?
Very easy.
Very easy.
Great Falls Clinic physician assistant Tim Street received the first COVID-19 vaccine on Wednesday.
Just another shot in the arm. Hopefully one that'll stop this.
For many nurses who have seen what this pandemic can do firsthand, the hope is that this is some light at the end of the tunnel.
Maybe we've crested the mountain. That's my hope.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope that this makes a difference.
Yeah.
Now they hope when the vaccines are more widely available, everyone feels comfortable getting it.
It's to save lives, you know. It's not just about you, it's about everybody.
It's just given to us in a condensed time frame as opposed to years and years. This is just months, which is amazing.
The clinic says they plan to give up to 500 vaccines over the next few days. In Great Falls, Matt Hozoffel, MTN News.
Benefis Health System will begin vaccinating their employees tomorrow. And vaccination against COVID-19 has also officially begun here in Helena. 10 medical staff at St. Peter's Health received their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine as part of a trial run this afternoon. The small group is to work out any kinks before vaccination efforts begin in earnest on Thursday for the highest priority staff. Now, those receiving doses today are also championing vaccination efforts as a way to end the pandemic. Registered nurse Amy Brown, who works on the COVID floor and with the advanced medical unit, says finally being at the point of vaccinations is a bit surreal.
It's super uplifting to finally be to the point where we're getting vaccines and to see people I work with getting vaccinated. And I feel super privileged that I get to be one of the first ones that gets the vaccine.
Those vaccinated today will receive their second dose of the vaccine in 3 weeks. More than 900 frontline workers at the hospital will be vaccinated with the first shipment. State and locally reported data shows Montana's COVID-19 case total topped 75,000 today. Close to 9,000 of those are active cases. 880 Montanans have died as a result of complications with the virus. Keep in mind, we are using numbers from local county health departments along with state figures because local county health departments could be alerted to cases before Montana DPHHS. Curtis is off for the rest of the week, so let's check in with meteorologist Grant Garland.
Well, good Wednesday evening, everyone. Yes, we are looking at a very windy next couple of days. Let's take a look at what we saw today. Well, our peak wind gusts in the capital, 22 miles an hour. Head on up to Great Falls, 31 and 36 miles an hour in Cut Bank. What about for the next couple of days? Well, guess what? We are going to be looking at winds really picking up this weekend, especially for the Great Falls area, 45 miles an hour plus for winds gusting Saturday as well as Sunday, picking up to 35 miles an hour in the capital on Sunday. What are we seeing though now? Not too shabby. 5-mile-per-hour winds in Helena, 16 in Great Falls, and 24 in Cut Bank. Our temperatures, 39 degrees in the capital and 36 in Great Falls as well as Havre. 35 though in Lewistown as well as Glasgow and Jordan. So it makes it feel like it's a little bit cooler out there. It makes it feel like it's 26 degrees in Great Falls, 35 in Helena, and freezing, 32 in Glasgow. Over the last 3 hours, we have been looking at just mostly cloudy skies making their way in.
All right, thanks for that update, Grant. If you haven't gotten your holiday packages in the mail yet, you're almost out of time. MTN's Coulter Anstad tells us what you need to know in the final stretch of this holiday shipping season that's unlike any other.
Yeah.
it's unprecedented.
This holiday shipping season is unlike any Great Falls Post Office officer in charge Jason Newman has experienced in his 25 years with the Postal Service.
I have never seen a season with the kind of volume that we're experiencing right now.
COVID, election mail, and an increase in online shopping have created what he calls a triple whammy for the Postal Service this year, especially for the mail carriers.
They are tired. A lot of them have been working their non-scheduled days, so some of them have been working straight through the week.
The first Christmas deadline is Friday.
First-class letters and express that are going to military installations, APO or FPO addresses need to be in by the 18th. Priority, which is our standard mailing that we have, that needs to be in by the 19th. And then any express mail, which is our priority express product, December 23rd is when we need to have that in.
Great Falls resident Miranda McCafflin was in the post office Wednesday mailing a package. She says she normally has all her holiday mailing done by the end of November.
I just kept getting busy and didn't get it out in time. I already talked to my mom, and that's who it's going to, so that just stretches Christmas out.
One tip, Newman says, is the post office's self-serve kiosk.
If you're using a debit or a credit card, you can buy stamps, you can mail parcels, you can do just about anything you can do at the window.
So what are you waiting for? Get those letters and packages in the mail in Great Falls. Colter Anstad, MTN News.
Newman says he expects the Postal Service to continue to be busier than normal even after the holidays. There is a new challenge taking place in Great Falls to encourage businesses to give back to the community. It's called the Chamber Challenge. Two local Edward Jones financial advisors created it. They're challenging chamber businesses like their office to use a local business to support the community. The financial advisors kicked off the challenge by ordering flower bouquets for seniors and staff members at a senior care facility.
We know that 2020 has been really, really tough on folks. And we know that there's people who are personally impacted by it, but we also know that small businesses have also been significantly impacted. So we wanted to be able to give back in our community in a way that was also meaningful to some other people.
Kelly says other businesses have already started participating in the challenge. There is a new program taking place in Great Falls that aims to diminish panhandling. The Downtown Safety Alliance, along with the Business Improvement District and the Great Falls Police Department, are sponsoring a program called Coins for a Cause. The idea is to donate any spare change you have to Coins for a Cause instead of simply handing the money to panhandlers. Coins for a Cause then donates the money they've collected annually to different organizations that are designed to help those in need. Donation containers can be found at various downtown businesses.
The end big goal would be to eliminate panhandling and to make sure that everyone who has a need is having those needs met. And so if they need a meal, the Great Falls Rescue Mission is available to help with that. If they need a place to stay, the Rescue Mission is available to help with that.
And if you have a lot of change, keep in mind your donations are tax deductible. Does pizza sound good for dinner? If you place an order for takeout or delivery through Pizza Ranch in Helena tonight, they will donate 20% of the total to the Helena Food Share. It's all part of the Pizza Ranch's Community Impact Program.
This time of year, you know, the more the merrier. Helena Food Share could definitely use the help. So as many people as want to help out as they can, that would be awesome. I mean, you get full, plus you get to give back. I mean, you don't have to cook dinner and you can help out a good cause.
Again, this is only tonight and only at the Helena Pizza Ranch location. The donations do not apply to folks who are dining inside the restaurant, only those who place pickup or delivery orders, and you must mention that you would like to donate to the Helena Food Share. You still have plenty of time. The fundraiser will be going until 9 p.m. Okay, when we come back, Grant Garland has a full forecast update for us. And later, what are the chances you could receive another stimulus check? And how much will the second check be? Our Joe St. George breaks it all down for us after the break.
Storm Tracker weather starts now with Grant Garland.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope that you have had a fantastic Wednesday. We are one day closer to Friday and one day closer to Christmas. Taking a look outside right now, well, folks are starting to make their way home. Looks very picturesque, especially with the snow out on the ground. Current temperatures, well, 39 degrees in the capital, 36 in Great Falls, a little bit cooler in Lewistown at 35, as well as out towards Glasgow and Jordan at 35 degrees. And we typically see these temperatures right around 31 degrees for this time of year. The record set back in 1942, though, when it was a warm and balmy, so to speak, 60 degrees. That was also the year that a bottle of Coke was right around 5 cents. Wish we could bring back those times, right? Sustained winds 5 miles an hour in Helena, not so bad there, but head on up to Great Falls, 16, and then even further up north to Cut Bank, Browning, and Hart Butte. Well, you're looking at 24-mile-per-hour winds. And the bigger picture was 36-mile-per-hour wind gusts today up towards Cut Bank, 31 in Great Falls, 22 in Helena, and 29 in Lewistown. And we'll continue to see these numbers as we go throughout the rest of the work weekend to the weekend. So what does it really feel like, though, right now? Well, it feels like it's 28 degrees in Lewistown, 26 in Great Falls, 22 in Cut Bank, and in the mid-30s for Helena. Over the last 3 hours, we've been tracking clouds that have been making their way over the central Montana area, and we're not really seeing these clouds lift much. So we have been looking at partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies over the last 3 hours. And taking a broader look, well, mostly sunny skies for our friends along the High Line from Havre to Glasgow, but clouds sticking around for the Rocky Mountain front. As we head into the next couple of hours into the overnight, we'll see clouds build into the area, looking at the chance for a few scattered flurries as we go throughout the morning, and we are looking at a 20% chance to see a flurry or two tomorrow for the capital. Other than that, we're going to be looking at clouds breaking apart for our friends on the High Line going into the Thursday night into Friday morning. Well, we are looking at clouds building into at least the western part of the state, and then they're going to try and make their way into the capital. We will start to see, though, a better chance for snow along the Rocky Mountain front. As far as our winds are concerned, that's going to be the main problem, right? As we go throughout the day tomorrow, 30 to 40 mile per hour winds, in some places 50 to 60 mile per hour winds, that being up towards Cut Bank, and looking at generally 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts for Helena, as well as down towards Butte. As well as we look at the next 4-day wind gust tracker, we are looking at Saturday and Sunday being a very breezy day for us all, looking at 35 mile per hour winds gusting in Helena and 45 mile per hour winds gusting in Great Falls for both Saturday and Sunday. How about our temperature trends? Remember, the average is right around 31 degrees. Well, we're looking at 49 degrees on Sunday. What about for Christmas? Well, we are unfortunately looking at temperatures, for some I want to say unfortunately, looking at temperatures staying well above the average for this time of year. This is 8 to 14 day outlook. Some folks, though, like that, while other ones want a white Christmas. I don't know if we're going to really be able to see that. Lows tonight, 31 degrees in Great Falls, 27 in Helena, as well as Lewistown. As we go throughout our day, temperatures are going to be right around by 1 p.m. 42 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. And we are expecting for, again, temperatures to warm up by Sunday to 49 degrees. That's when we have a system move in, bringing with it a 30% chance of a wintry mix.
Negotiations continue on Capitol Hill, but optimism is growing that a bipartisan economic relief bill could pass by the end of the week, which would include another round of stimulus checks. It's been reported those checks will be worth around $600, about half as much as last time. So when might that check be in your bank account? Joe St. George explains.
After months of on-again and off-again negotiations, there is a growing optimism here on Capitol Hill that Congress will actually pass a stimulus relief package by the end of the week. And while unemployment assistance helps those out of work the most, stimulus checks help millions of Americans pay off a COVID-related debt. So when could a stimulus check be deposited into your bank account? Well, the optimistic thinking right now is that a bill could pass and be signed by the president by Friday night. After all, at midnight Friday, the government is scheduled to shut down, so there is a deadline here. Once President Trump signs it, that starts the clock. Now, the good news is, unlike in the spring, the IRS has done this before, so they don't have to build a computer program to process the checks. They have experience. This is what Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said a few months ago about how quickly a check could theoretically be in your account.
I can have them out immediately, so if I could get that passed tomorrow, I could start printing them the following week. I can get out 50 million payments really quickly.
So the process can be done very quickly if the federal government has your bank information on file. If they don't, just like the last time, it'll take a few weeks to receive paper checks or debit cards. And it is a bit more complicated because there are federal holidays coming up. But if something is passed by the end of the week, millions of Americans could have stimulus checks in their accounts by New Year's. On Capitol Hill in Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
The coronavirus pandemic didn't stop 4 million people from traveling this Thanksgiving. The Center for New Data anonymously tracked 30 million electronic devices. The nonprofit found 4 million people traveled out of their home county, 2.5 million people traveled at least 60 miles, and 1.5 million went to a different state. The statistics come at a time when coronavirus cases are at record high levels. Dr. Anthony Fauci says the current numbers do not yet reflect the effect of Thanksgiving travel. Well, more people prefer online fitness programs as coronavirus cases surge. Online app Strava says it's received 2 million new users each month of the pandemic. A1 fitness training company, Freeletics, reported a 50% increase in new users between March and June. The company also says 44% of its users completed a solo marathon at a time when most running events were canceled. Coming up next on the news at 5, it's an annual tradition that both cops and kids look forward to each year. We'll show you Shop with the Cop when we come back.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching MTN News at 5.
Welcome back with us. Thanks for keeping it here. For the 13th year in a row, law enforcement officers from Choteau County came to Great Falls for the annual Shop with the Sheriff event that takes place at Walmart. Tom Wiley shows us how the tradition looks a little bit different this holiday season.
10-year-old Oliver Deegan of Flowery is waiting patiently for his heroes to arrive.
They're all very nice because they give this stuff for us.
And in they stroll on Shop with a Sheriff Day for the Choteau County Sheriff's Department, a chance for underprivileged children to pair up with law enforcement officers for a shopping spree at a Walmart. And in 2020, it's never been more important.
The kids love this every year, and I tell you what, during situations or times like this, as normal as you can make a child's life, the better it is for them.
Oliver was paired up with Sheriff Vern Burdick, and they picked out clothes, toys, and much more.
I like the colors on that too. Just see, no, that's a 46 to 848.
Elsewhere in the store, Deputy Seth Brewster was paired up with Faith, which required him to step outside of his comfort zone.
Ooh, sparkly ones. In size 14, I think that's going to be not going to quite work. I've got 4 little boys from 4 to 14 at home, and so I've kind of gotten to be an old hand at buying boy toys and stuff. But so today I got a sweet little girl and picked out press-on nails. That's a first for me. So
a few aisles away, 6-year-old Carla Allery couldn't wait to look at shoes with Officer Alec Rossapow.
Shoes! Shoes! Over here! Oh, they're all sparkly. Aw, they're so cute. There's a thing over here.
The event is a chance to break down barriers between law enforcement and the communities they serve, and the benefits go both ways.
You see it out on the street, folks are just, everybody's kind of struggling and pushing, and so a chance to go have fun, and for us just to renew. I mean, be around these kids and their energy is contagious to be sure. Little koala bears.
Tom Wiley, MTN News.
Looks like a lot of fun. Up next, we'll take you to a light show unlike any other. Stay with us.
When we welcome our West Coast viewers, we continue our ongoing investigation into allegations of physical and emotional abuse within a network of homes for at-risk teens and whether its for-profit model affects care. Also, why Major League Baseball is rewriting its history tonight on NBC Nightly News.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching MTN News at 5.
Well, if you are like me and you have a countdown at home, you know that Christmas is 9 days away and people all over Great Falls have strung their lights and holiday decor. But there's one family that takes their light show to a whole nother level. Every year, the McVeigh family puts up a fun and festive light display at their house with around 22,000 pixel lights, all choreographed to music favorites during Christmas time. You can see the show Thursday to Sunday from 5:30 until 9:30, and Fridays and Saturdays the show runs until 10:30 at night. To hear the music, you just have to tune your radio to 95.5 and you can enjoy the light show from the comfort and warmth of your car.
Come out, enjoy the show, stay as long as you like. Please be courteous to my neighbors as far as their driveways. Don't block. My wife does work late sometimes, so please don't park in or block the driveways. Enjoy the show. Use the tunnel. Make your video Christmas card to your loved ones that can't be with you in this crazy year, and just enjoy it.
The Holiday Light Show is located at 9 High Plains Road in Great Falls, and the show will run through the new year into the second weekend of January. Very nice of the McVeigh family. That's all for us this evening. Thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and Nightly News is next.